well, best of luck trying to handle the pressure wrestling game of this individual who has really taken the division by storm. And as was the case for you oftentimes in your career, even when the opposition knows what's coming, can't stop it.
Yeah, because this kid has so many different ways to attack you in the wrestling realm. Unfortunately, John, he has not developed the striking to that level. So if you can keep him up right now, we've seen everybody deal with it. When you can't get that takedown, what's left for this guy?
Yeah.
Does this guy still believe? How does he operate in those moments where he doesn't really know what to do? We're going to find out tonight, because this is his toughest fight to date.
And he said he slept in his singlet last night for good energy.
I love that.
Can't be comfortable.
I love that.
So all eyes are on Khabib Nurmagomedov. Daniel, as your former teammate makes his return to competition here tonight, a lot of us felt like this moment would not materialize. He's chasing 30-0 now.
He's chasing 30-0. I mean, he's one of the only guys to get out of this thing clean. Nobody goes undefeated unless your name is Khabib Nurmagomedov. The guy has fought the best. He is a guy that lets you know what his intentions are, and he goes out there and he works the game plan. He's going to get in your face. He's going to try to overwhelm you with his wrestling. And you look at his boy Hasbulla in the corner. Khabib Nurmagomedov looking for a big night.
The Dagestani social media legend Hasbulla Magomedov in the corner of Khabib Nurmagomedov tonight. Khabib Nurmagomedov. We are set for our main event of the evening. Tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC lightweight champion, Islam Makhachev. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC lightweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
One of the best in the business, Herb Dean, is our referee tonight. All right, so Islam Makhachev and Khabib Nurmagomedov will table their brotherhood at least for the next 15 minutes or so as they get set to engage. And I think a lot of fight fans, Daniel, have wondered aloud for years which of these two fighters is better. Tonight we get some answers.
We get some answers, John, and I've seen it. I've seen these two locked inside the small cage at the American Kickboxing Academy. And it was some punch-arm session. We had to clear out the room. It was standing room only when these two were in there sparring. It was fun. But let's see tonight who can put it into action in real time. Let's see who can compete under the lights better and get their hand raised.
Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. Makhachev's in half guard.
Big ground and pound.
Khabib's right back to the full mount here. Lands the ground and pound strike here. Nurmagomedov's trying to lock up on a submission now. Oh, that looks wicked tight.
It's getting tight now. He's advancing.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
We have crossed the midpoint here in our opening round.
Now he's going full mount.
Setting up the sub here. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in.
He's gonna attack eyeball here.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here.
Right to the knee on belly. In the half guard.
Nurmagomedov's back in full mount.
Ref won't help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of his position.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Nurmagomedov. These ground strikes are starting to add up. Well, doing his able best to avoid the ground and pound here. Nice job by Islam Makhachev.
This is where he wants to be.
Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top.
Create a scramble, let's go!
Nurmagomedov's back in full length. Final seconds here. 5 minutes in the books.
Great job last round. Same thing this round. Your ground control is unbelievable. I've never seen somebody with such control down there.
All right, so there's the horn. That means it's the end of the round, and a lot of good offensive wrestling work from him over those previous 5 minutes.
I mean, great offensive wrestling. Every time he changed levels and got to his opponent's legs, he was able to secure the takedown. Let's see what type of fatigue his opponent will carry into the next round.
All right, so there's the horn at the end of the round. Multiple takedowns landed for him over the previous 5 minutes.
And you know what, John? Even more importantly, look at the opponent now. He's afraid to pull the trigger because he's been taken down so many times. Getting taken down is one thing, but having it happen to you continuously really does make you gun shy. And right now,
right there, his opponent's wobble chair.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that. There you go. There you go.
Great work here from the bottom fighter.
Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the outside. Great submission defense on full display by the opponent.
All right, well, he's got him softened up here.
Great submission defense on display tonight. Oh, nice.
Escapes up to his feet. Very nice.
He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to now start to find uppercuts up the middle to try to do damage to his opponent. Guillotine jump. That guillotine is very tight. How in the world did he escape that submission?
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Islam Makhachev. Now drops inside that close guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound. Getting the mount here.
All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard.
Push him off.
He's got to be careful here.
Well, he's on his back, but he's moving his head on the ground pretty well defensively. We'll see what he does here. He postures up and lands to the head.
Yep, got to be very careful there.
"30 seconds in the round." usual, suffocating work from the top here by Nurmagomedov. Good round.
Great job out there. Your cardio is insane. All those sprints, all the conditioning we did in the gym has really proven itself. That is your key to victory.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Makhachev gets connected on it fiercely there by that overhand. Fighter trying to pass here, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Hammer fist here by Makhachev.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here, and he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here.
Knee on belly. Gains great posture and starts raining down punches. If his opponent does not move, this fight is going to be stopped.
Outstanding pressure from top position here by Makhachev. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy.
Oh, right into mount.
Under 3 minutes now to go in round 3.
That was a slick transition.
Nurmagomedov getting absolutely worked here from the top. Let's see if there's an uptick in his urgency here as he tries to get back up. Ooh, that Kimura looks tight. Oh, he's out of danger.
Great submission defense. He's able to take his arm out and stay safe.
Pretty productive with the strikes here off his back. All right, well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Now maybe trying to get to a choke position here, DC. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
All right, looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now. But he's got to start to protect it.
Under a minute to go. All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have 2 hands in or 2 hands out, or guys start to attack triangles.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Final seconds here.
He's going to attack armbar here. What a tight armbar.
Arm still not out of harm's way yet. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, replay truck has been kept busy tonight as we get you some clips from that previous round, and maybe we can even isolate the strike that opened his cheek up.
I mean, a cut on your cheek, while it's in a better spot, it is still so hard to deal with. Every time that gets hit, it hurts so bad. He's gonna have to move his head here.
You ready to fight? Ready.
4th round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds.
Nice leg kick.
Well, you start to really worry about the wrestling, and there's that left hand from Khabib.
Underrated. I mean, it's a very underrated part of his game, his ability to stand and strike with anybody in the UFC.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Makhachev. like the referee could step in here. All right, this position now, what we call the north-south. If you're the bottom fighter, what are you trying to do to get out of harm's way?
Man, it's tough on the bottom. It's very tough because everything hurts, right? It doesn't matter that they're not completely driving the shoulder in. It just, everything hurts. So you wait for your opponent to go to his next action. And when he does, you go and attack the hands. You get to your knees and you attack the hands with both hands and try to peel the lock so you can get to your feet.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up. Nice transition.
Oh, big pop from the crowd as they get back to their feet after a pretty scintillating grappling battle there on the ground.
Well, it's an educated crowd, John. They appreciated all the grappling exchanges and how skilled both of these men are.
Nurmagomedov is looking to go from the full to the half guard here. Opponent not having it.
He passed the half guard.
Khabib's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is. Starting to bleed a little bit now. All right, it's a good ground and pound by him here. Certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Under a minute now to go. Oh, huge elbow.
He's got to be careful here. Massive shot from the top.
And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. 20 minutes down, 5 to go.
Stop.
Great work last round. Keep that pace up. Wow, I'm impressed. You really broke him down with your striking. Keep that going. The inside low kick is awesome.
All right, back to the stools we go, and it's starting to look like a second mouth on his cheek.
Yeah, it looks terrible. I mean, the guy is getting hit with big shots. One big enough to open up a nasty cut on his cheek. While it's in a better spot, it still is very difficult to deal with.
Like if he absorbs another strike on that cheek, he might actually be able to eat through that cut on his cheek. I'm just saying.
He's got a big mouth.
Fifth and final round. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. The overhand left is true. Oh, good block there.
Oh, nice.
And both fighters exchange in the pocket. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Nurmagomedov.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
All right, half-guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loves, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow.
Right.
You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position on the mat.
Setting up an armbar now. Ooh, that's tight. That'd be tight.
It's starting to get really tight in there.
Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does.
There it is. Now he's on the mount.
Nicely done. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Nurmagomedov. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Well, not a guy you want on top of you. Ground and pound strikes piling up here. Good work by Nurmagomedov. Ooh, he's setting up another submission now.
Arm very tight. This guy is so aware. He never...
Oh, there's the final horn. We go to the scorecards. One of the greatest fights that we have seen all year. All right, so as we await the judges' scorecards, DC will look back at his handiwork. He had it all going from a striking standpoint tonight.
Man, he did a great job. It was very entertaining to watch someone be in such a great state of flow, a great flow state in regards to the stand-up. He said that tonight we would be very impressed with his performance, and I am thoroughly impressed.
The official decision is now in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 48-47, 49-46, and 48-47. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
All right, so Khabib Nurmagomedov, your winner by decision. Competitive fight at times, but late, of course, your former teammate pulled away and, again, left no stone unturned in preparation and gets the desired result.
He's one of those guys that prepares himself so thoroughly